90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Hey gang, welcome back to Scooter Rehab. I hope everybody saw the 2 videos of Project Mad Dog here, aka the Killer Bee. If you haven't, I'm gonna try to drop a link somewhere in here so you can go back and watch that. So, all right guys, we're jumping right into the next project. Here we have a 2003 DERBI Atlantis 2-stroke. Now, I've already dropped a video on this bike when I first picked it up, purchased it, and I'll try again to drop a link. Hopefully I can get that to work. All right guys, but yeah, we're gonna jump right into this bike. I know you guys wanted to see Project Mad Dog or the Chuckopolitan, but guys, it's kind of hard when you just got a big box of candy in from stage 6. Yeah, so shout out to Bert Kellerman. He will be advising me on how to go about this build because I am 2-stroke illiterate, 2T illiterate, guys. You know, I can make them run, but as far as making them fast, you know, I don't know nothing, you know. So I gotta get the assist, and thanks to Burke, he's gonna be helping me out with that. But yeah guys, I've already broken the bike doing my first wheeling, so I mean, no big deal, I can fix that. You know, I got a holler back at Gordon Stone. He has some body plastics for this scoot, and we need to get those down here so we can get this thing together. So, okay guys, let me show you what I got, man. See the box. Stage 6 performance is our mission. All right, let's flip it over because I've already opened it. I kind of had to because FedEx, man, look at the box. I'm sure it didn't leave Scooter Tuning CA like that, you know. I'm almost positive. I've ordered from them before and hadn't had anything look like that. So I had to open the box to make sure everything was here. And I hope everything is here because this is the first time I ever had one of these. Alright guys, check it out. Got our first mod. First mod for the Derby. We got a new exhaust pipe. Now I forgot which one this is. It's on the box. I'm going to flip it over, but let's pull everything out so we can see what we got. Alright, that's the expansion pipe. Mufflers and the silencers in here. We got some clamps. And we got a bag of hardware which is busted open. I hope nothing fell out because when I got the package off the porch, all I seen was the box ripped open. This was laying on the ground under the box. So hopefully when the box burst open, they picked everything up. All right, nothing else in here, huh? No stickers? Oh man. Oh well. I guess we can order some stage 6 stickers off the line. So all right, let's get this all out the way. Gotta clean up. I just cleaned up. I'm making a mess. All right guys, let's check this pipe out, man. All right, what is this? Stainless steel. Look like TIG welded. Which end is open? Oh man, this is a beautiful, beautiful pipe. All right guys, this is officially my first 2T performance part that I've ever owned in my life. Check that out. I don't know if you can see it, but it says stage 6 quality racing products. And looking at those wheels, that's quality to me, buddy. Metal feels like it's nice and thick. And there's a reference number, REF 103 E09 4307. So this is supposed to be a direct replacement for my stock Derby exhaust. So alright guys, looks like there's no constructions that I can see. Let's see, is there any in here with the silencer? Like I said, I opened it up, I just looked and put everything back in. Made sure it wasn't crushed or damaged what I was trying to do. Alright guys, here is the silencer. I opted for the black one. Later on, once I thought about it, I probably should have opted for the silver one, but it's all good, man. Looks like that thing is spun aluminum. Man, that feels like quality. Now, Bert did say I need to de-restrict it, and I had to watch a video on de-restriction because I didn't know what the heck he was talking about. But yeah, I see right in here there's a little pipe in there that you got to knock out so this thing can breathe. It can get all the fart gases out, you know. And then this end of the pipe, there should be another one. Yep, you can see right in there. It's another little piece with a little tack wheel on it. You know, it's like they put it that way so you can take it out. But okay guys, before we put this on, I want to get the bike back out on the street to see how fast the bike actually is, and then we're gonna come back, put the pipe on, and take it back out again to see if we gained anything. This is 50cc stock. This is the first mod. I'm gonna do it piece by piece so we can watch this bike, you know, as it goes through the build process, gain more speed, lose speed. Just gonna do some testing, guys. So all right, let me stop talking real quick, guys. Here's the part number. It is S6-911400/BK exhaust stage 6 Pro replica MK2 Piaggio. I'll put a link to this exhaust pipe in the descriptions. Okay gang, we out here on the street. I found the longest, straightest road I can find near me, so this should be good enough. Now the speed on this bike is really not accurate at all, so I got my phone masking taped over here to the mirror, so hopefully I don't lose this thing. But this is how we're gonna, you know, get our top speed, and I guess how long it took to get there and all that, you know, all that digital information. So all right, let's just go ahead and start off. All right, hit the start button and let's go. Out of street. Ooh. Gotta get the front brakes fixed on this thing. All right guys, let's see, what did we do? All right, now it says we got 45 miles per hour, and well, I didn't stop the timer, so top speed was 45 miles per hour. I hope you guys can see that. And let's go back the other way, so let's stop it. No, I don't want to rate right now. Alright, let's do that one more time. Let's go for another one. Start. Alright, I'm out of road, and it was still pulling, but I'm out of road. So, stop it. And it didn't record. All right, let's start this one more time. Hit the start button now. Make a run back to the other end of the street and see can we match that. But I saw 47 miles per hour for the end of the street, so let's do it one more again. So all right guys, here we go. I'll hit the start button. This time I won't hit the stop. Got a car bagging out, let him go. All right, starting now. Okay gang, turn the bike around, set it up. We're gonna do one more run. Now this is like the third run. Last one said it was 44 miles per hour top speed. You can see it right there. The one before that was 47. So one more just to, you know, try to hash it all out and find a good middle ground on speed. So, okay, I'm not gonna restart it, it's already going. Let's go now. get back to the house and try that pipe. Or we can just make another run back to the house. Let's go. Alrighty. Stop sign. What did we do that time? Oh, still topped out at 46, so that's not bad. Alright guys, let's get back to the house and do some upgrades real quick. Alright gang, back in the shop. So did a couple runs there. Speeds were between 44 was the lowest, then we got a 45, and 46 was duplicated twice, and a high speed of 47. So let's just call it 46 miles an hour. And to tell you the truth guys, that's pretty good for a stock bike, you know, all stock 2-stroke. So let's get this thing back in the air real quick. We're gonna go ahead and start yanking that pipe off. First we gotta de-restrict it, slap it on, and go back out for another run. 47 foot pumps later and I'm still going. That's why I got bad knees. Alright gang, had to stop and get me a Red Bull real quick, man. All I'm gonna say is Saturday night in Vegas. I'm gonna leave it like that and let your imagination do the rest. So alright, got the bike back up on the stand. Got my bionic knee over here, man. It's just got a workout. So let's let the bike cool off for a bit, man. We made like 4 passes. I mean, she's hot. I can feel the heat just illuminating right off of it. So we'll let it cool down and we're gonna jump right into it. Okay gang, in the pursuit of not wasting any time, let's go ahead and just crack open our hardware and see what we got. Because like I said, this thing is bust open. They dropped that box pretty hard. I had to open it to make sure the pipe wasn't damaged. I wanted to wait on you guys, but hey, gotta check the stuff, man. So everything looks to be concealed in the second bag. That's great. So I'm a little bit more confident now. Everything is still in here. So let me find a razor blade real quick. Cut this one open. Now it looks like we have the mount, which would probably serve as that mount here on the pipe. Looks like 2 holes there, so I'm assuming they should line up. Oops, you guys see right there with that pipe. All right, cool beans, cool beans. Cut this open, and here we have some rubber grommets, springs. Looks like some 12mm or 13mm bolts. 12 or 13, can't tell. Some bosses, washers, another 2 more grommets. How many washers we got in total? Looks like 4 washers, 4 big ones, 2 smaller ones, some lock washers, 2 O-rings, and another set of 2 bolts and 2 smaller bosses. And this bus goes on the silencer. Alright guys, let's just go ahead and fully pull the silencer out and get a real good look, man. That is nice. That's gonna look pretty slick up on there, man. You know what, I'm glad I did get the black. The words pop a whole lot more. You know what it is when I ride by you, you know. Ain't no second guessing on that. So, all right, let's let the bike cool off, guys. I'm gonna come right back out here. Okay gang, I don't know if you guys could see the speed when we were riding, but here it is. Top speed 46 miles per hour. Focus, focus. All right, so that's what we're working with. We're just gonna call it at 46, even though I saw 47, and first time I GPS the bike it said 48. You know, we want to be fully transparent here. We're calling it at 46. Yeah, it's been about an hour, so the pipe should be nice and cool now. It is just a little warm. All right, we can work with it. Turn the fan down a little bit so you guys can hear better. All right, now I think it's two 10mm nuts under the bottom, and then we have some Allens here. So let's go ahead. Oh man, knocked down my battery. I didn't mention it, guys, but check out my new my shop wall art. If you don't like Beavis and Butthead, man, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with you, but yeah, my latest impulse buy, guys. I saw it on what, eBay as I was scrolling through. I had to grab it, man. You see what it says? Are you threatening me? Yeah, man, I love that. Okay, enough of that. And I keep knocking the battery down. Maybe I should move this freaking broom. All right, let's see. We have an Allen. That should be the correct size. We need a 10 mil. And then that's a 9. Where's my short 10? See that, guys? I just put everything back in here. I knew I put the 10 back in, and it just up and ran up out the box. That's 7/16. Where is my freaking 10? All right, guys, let me look for this 10 and I'll be right back.
Awesome!
There it is. That sucker was hiding right there inside of another socket. See what I'm saying, man? The elusive 10mm. All right, so let's grab our extensions. I need a step down. We're gonna use the old electric ratchet. Put all this together. Got too much in my hand at one time, so. All right, there was already a step down on the ratchet. That's good. And the old Craftsman battery on here. Let's take this thing off. Sorry, guys. Now, when you're taking off the exhaust pipe, you always want to start here and take it loose from the engine first, because you don't want to take it off at the mount on the back of the engine and have it all that weight just sitting there dangling on the exhaust pipe. If I can keep my socket on there, pesky 10mm, man, it just tries to escape at every turn. Alright, that's going the wrong way. Hold on. Switch it. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, that was pretty easy on that one. See if you guys can see better than I can see. Yeah, not quite all the way off. Man, I'm riding a struggle bus this morning. Alright, both front nuts are off. Let's get the side mounts. Quick question, guys. What do you guys do with all your old stock parts that you take off your bikes? You just toss them, leave them in the corner for future days? Now, what you guys do? Because I gotta figure something out, because I got a pile of stock parts. Usually I keep them for like the next rehab that's coming in, you know, pipes rusty or something, and I got a better look at them. But to tell you the truth, stuff can pile up pretty quick, so. Want to know what you guys do with all that stuff. Do you just chuck it, keep it? No, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you do. Alrighty. I don't think this pipe has ever been off this bike. It's kind of wedged in. It's still stuck on the front. I got both bolts out. What is holding you? Is you double nutted? Come on. Making my life hard. I have no idea what is holding this thing on here. It should keep coming right off. Alright guys, let me figure this out real quick. Might need a pry bar. Okay, gang, got it loose, man. Talk about riding a struggle bus on that. This thing has a flange that's not welded on to the exhaust pipe like your common GY6, and it got stuck. So, all right, what is this little tube here for that's clamped off? I have no idea. This thing is freaking heavy, dude. So, all right, let's just set it to the side and take the new pipe over to the bench. And let's try to knock out the little de-restriction tube. All right, guys, got the pipe on my table vise, and I got a punch and a hammer. I'm just gonna try to knock that tack wheel out. Hopefully that works. If not, we'll go to a different measure. So let's just knock it out. Well, Houston, we have a problem. Guys, it came out on the second hit and it went inside the pipe. Nobody ever told me to expect that. Oh man, I hope I can get it out of there, man. So, all right, let me get the fishing. Whew, cool beans, man, it came straight out. Man, you should have saw my heart just fall straight to my feet. As soon as it just went shoop, I was like, oh, I've seen this before. I've lost 10 mils that way and working on cars in the junkyard. All right, guys, it came out. So let's just set that right there nice and gently. See, I'm trying to be all nice and careful with my nice new expensive parts. All right, let's grab the silencer now. And we got two 10mm nuts here on the back. Grab my 10. Let's take these two off right here. We got to get at that one right down in the middle. So. All right. Stay right there. Can't be losing hardware today. All right, second one off. We got a little gasket right here. Cool beans. Now it didn't come for a gasket here, so I'm gonna look up inside the engine real quick and make sure we have some type of gasket. I don't know if how these gaskets on these work, but all right, guys. I see. Let's see. Looks to be one good tack weld on this side. This tack weld doesn't appear to be so good. And I wonder if this thing come apart any more than this. Is this pressed on? Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys, let me just grab the punch, I guess, and give it a little wiggle. Well, that tack weld is really not on there that strong, but I don't know how I'm gonna get this out past here once I break it loose. Do I just drill it out? I don't know. All right, let me tune you guys out for a second and get my brain juices flowing on this one. All right, gang, I figured it out. The silencer slides out. So I'm gonna be able to get it back in if I take that out. If they got it in, I should be able to, right? That's the assumption. Does this piece unscrew? Let me get a screwdriver, small flat head. Let's try to work this thing out of here. Yeah, that still has grease on it from the last video. Oh, we got paper towels. All right, let's try to wiggle this thing out of here, guys. Want to be careful. I'm thinking the fiberglass packing and everything is going to come out. So, yep, check that out. All right, we want to put that back together just this way too. Oh, got some steel wool wrapped around the silencer pipe. It's kind of, you know what? We ain't got to take that off. You know what? Yeah, because I'm going to take a Dremel. I'm going to see the tack welds there. They were on that bed and I thought they were. So cool beans that we took it all the way out. And I'm going to grind that weld and that weld off, and that should be that. Let's take this off, because steel wool will burn. All right, guys, let me break out the little cutoff wheel. Okay, gang, got the second restriction off. That is hell of a restriction, man. Look at that. That exhaust gas flows up up through the silencer, has that little old bung hole to go through, and then has to try to escape through these little slits into the rest of the pipe and out. Now, this thing is probably going to be pretty loud, so let's go ahead and put it back together real quick. Wrap our steel wool around the way it was, and I'm probably going to regret handling this fiberglass without gloves, but it is what it is. Men around here, we're gonna be crying. You know, just go do in the bathroom and do it when nobody sees. We'll cry in the bathroom so you can't see me. All right. Tight. Now, I wasn't paying attention when I took this off, but I think I need to slide it in this way. The manufacturers of this pipe is watching me right now. Don't laugh at me. I don't know what I'm doing. I fully admitted that at the beginning of the video. You know what? Put my face in my shirt, I see fiberglass particles coming off. Safety first. Okay. I'm gonna try to line this back up. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I realized both ends pop off, so that's pretty easy. I was making it look harder than it really was. So, okay guys, I'm gonna go over here to the bike now, and let me look up under here and see if we got any kind of exhaust. I don't know. Looks like it's just got that little concaved section that fits in there. I don't really feel a gasket or anything. Alright, I'm gonna get my flashlight and look up in there real quick, make sure we don't have any carbon buildup on the bottom side of the cylinder. Now that I do know. I had a Vino back in the day. It was slow as the devil. Right on the exhaust port was like a sheet of carbon, and took it to a scooter shop. You know, the guy didn't want me to waste my money for something that simple. He told me, hey, just drop the exhaust, look up in the cylinder. If you see like a wall of carbon, just take a little pick and knock it out. And I did that, and the bike, man, it was way faster after that. So let's see, what am I looking for? My flashlight. All right, let's see if we got anything in there we need to be concerned about. Get my big head in here. And nope, no wall of carbon. I can see the piston. See 2 piston rings on it. Cool beans. All right guys, well, let's go ahead and get the pipe, this section of the pipe on. Maybe I should bolt my mount up first. I don't know, man. This thing should come with some constructions. I'm totally saying it that way, guys, on purpose. I know the word is instructions. A little jokey joke. Don't murder me online. Okay, so shoot you guys into a time lapse while I figure all this out.
Shooting faster than a cheetah, harder than a jalapeno. I'm a superstar. I'm a
Okay, gang, real quick, probably gonna stop the time lapse because I just thought about it, and maybe some of you out here buying a pipe like me for the first time and don't know how to put it on. So for all you guys that got derbies and want to work on them, I'm gonna cut the time lapse and we're gonna do this in real time. So okay, you got these 2 spacer bosses, whatever you want to call them. They need to go on first before you put on the mounting bracket here, because if you don't, it'll hit the tire. So that's what I just figured out. Now they have hardware for this, but I'm gonna use my original hardware. I just try to keep things as original as possible on this bike. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So let me grab my ratchet. I can't even think right now. Brain is all over the place. Should have had a coffee instead of Red Bull, you know what I mean? Alright, where's my Allen? Be careful, try not to scratch this thing up. Alright, hold on, let me find my Allen real quick. I do not know what I did with it. Alright, the Allen thought it was a 10 mil for a second. I had reminded that it was not. Okay, let's get these back in. Oh, there's a nut on the back side of this? That's crazy. There's a nut that fits into like a spot in the back that's shaped like a nut that holds these Allen bolts on. Alright, the more you know. So I'm assuming the top is going to be the same way. I'll just stick my hand back there to hold it in. Alright, give it a tap. That ain't going nowhere. Now it is really close to my tire, but I'm thinking we can just bend on it a little bit and get it away. If not, we can bend it back if it's messing up. So alright, that's first things first. Now I'm assuming these little rubber grommets go in here some kind of way. Like I say, there are no instructions. No constructions in here, man. So I'm assuming it's like one on the front, one on the back. All I can do is assume right now, guys. And I'm assuming it's the same for the front. One on the front and one on the back. I just dropped one. Alright, let's just leave those out for right now. Let's try to go ahead and fish this pipe back up in here. Hopefully we have better luck than getting it off, because that was not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, that just went right on. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get one of my 10mm started real quick. So we can get the other one started. Come on. Little short stubby fingers are not working with me. Okay, that one is started. They both started. I don't want to tighten everything up right now. I kind of just want to check clearances, make everything kind of fit loosely before I send everything on home. Make sure nothing's going to be rubbing. Alright, see my first issue. Those spacers, if you guys can see that, these spacers don't bring this plate out far enough. So because if I let it sit there, it's going to rub my wheel. That little fake nut that's underneath my wheel is loose. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, so alright guys, I'm going to break out, I guess, a couple nuts and put back here to bring this plate out, because I think it should sit more out like that. So let me grab some nuts and we'll work with that real quick. Okay gang, had a time-lapse debacle. Alright, right now you see me lining these spacers up, because the little spacers didn't go where I thought they'd go. It was the big spacers that go behind the mount. So right now I'm putting the big spacers behind the mount and having a little trouble figuring it out, getting it on. Doing the bottom out now. I need another socket. So yep, now I'm tightening that thing up. I decided to use the hardware that came with it because it was a little bit longer. Now, for those little spacers, those go in the middle of those 4 rubber grommets. Riding the struggle bus a little bit. Yeah, riding a little bit longer. Okay, I figured it out and got it on. Now let's put some bolts in, tighten that sucker up. Yep, got it. Tighten it up. A little tighter. Okay, now that piece right there, that goes for the silencer. Now it needs 2 O-rings that I have just put on, and I'm going to figure out that this thing needs a little bit of grease. In about 2 seconds. Oh, there it goes. Putting some grease on that thing, putting the spring on, and then bam, that thing yeeted itself across the room. All right, got the spring on. Man, that thing almost killed me. All right, now I got the silencer on, got it angled the way I want it. Words out. Putting the 10mm nuts on there loosely. All right. Now I'm putting on the little clamp that holds the silencer. I was going to put a piece of rubber on it, but I couldn't find none. So, yep, guys, that was my time-lapse debacle. Now, let's go ahead and get right back to the video. Alright, I think I had you guys in time-lapse. I'm not sure, but okay, I got the pipe up there. It's just loosely hanging, but man, check that out. That looks real good. Alright, let me tighten this thing on up so we can see what it sounds like. Okay, gang, this is not a time-lapse debacle. I just like to talk. So what I'm doing right here now is I'm tightening on the exhaust pipe right to the head. I'm trying to get up under there, struggling, riding that struggle bus a little bit longer. I'm on that thing all day today. So, all right, got that thing in there. Now I'm moving on to tightening up the silencer. That thing is going on. I got my swivel mount on there now because I couldn't get to that bottom 10mm bolt. And I'm tightening up that clamp right now that goes onto the silencer. And now I'm tightening up the mounts that mount the pipe to the engine. I'm looking for something. I don't remember what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for, 2 13mm wrenches. So I can get that mount tightening to the expansion pipe really, really good. And yeah, let's get back to the video. I just wanted to say something. Okay, gang, got the pipe on there good and snugged up. And it looks great. So, all right, let's go ahead and crank up the weenie mobile. Y'all see my keychain. That's why I call it the weenie mobile. Alright, key is on. Well, I will say this, it is much louder. So let's get this thing off the table, guys, and let's go take a hot lap real quick and see if we get any more numbers out of this. Okay, gang, this is not another time-lapse debacle. I just like to hear myself talk. So I'm trying to get the bike off of the lift. So I'm going over here and hit this little foot pump, get the thing up, get the bar out, and just go down, get this thing on the ground. And I just like to hear myself talk. Okay, gang, got the bike back out on the street. I found a better way to mount my phone. 2 zip ties to the little ring on the back. Works perfect. So, all right, guys, well, over here to this street, I kind of feel like I lost a little power. So I'm definitely probably going to have to go ahead and get that bore kit, which I'm doing it anyway. I think I want to do a 70cc bore kit next. You know, get the full benefits of this pipe. So yeah, it kind of feels like it lost a little power. So let's see what these numbers say. All right, sounds good. All right, got the app already going on the phone. It's still locked in 46 miles per hour with the top speed. So let's see what we can get now. Gang, just before I ran out of road, the power band really kicked in, so we topped out 47 miles per hour this time. So I need to find the longest street, so give me a second. We got to go find somewhere else to run because this street here is definitely just not long enough. Okay, gang, I can't find the street long enough, so we just gonna have to go down the main drag here. I'm gonna wait for these cars to clear out and try not to get a speeding ticket or pulled over. Bike ain't registered yet. So. Alright, wait for these cars to clear out and I'll tune you guys right back in. See, can we do it again? Come on, kick in, baby. 27, 29, 30, 32, 35, 36. Power band's kicking in. Come on. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And we got a red light. Okay, gang, let's see, try not to get a ticket, man. The speed limit's only 45 on this road. And this thing ain't registered, so let's see if we can find another street so we can get it. Alright, gang, back in the shop. Well, I must say, I am not disappointed. We did lose a little bit of power right there in the middle. I want to say between 25 to 35, but once it hits about 36, man, it just starts picking straight up strong, you know. And that's all a part of the tuning, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose, gain, but you know, the next thing we got to do is a bore kit. That's what I want to do next, you know. And Bert has given me a path to follow. So the next thing on the path is a bore kit. But guys, I'm trying to tell you right now, I could have gotten faster. I know it, but the 2 streets I was on wasn't long enough, and there's a hella cops out today. It's Sunday. I don't know what all these cops doing out here today. They're usually not out like this today. But here, let me turn this light off. You guys can see it. But yeah, 49 miles an hour is the max. So I got it to 48. So we picked up a mile in relatively the same length of street. So I'm sure if I can go further, a longer distance, it'll get there. But you know what? Let's not even risk all of that. Let's keep tuning on the bike, making it better. Now, that distance I was doing was about 1/4 mile. So let's just keep it, our testing and tuning to the 1/4 mile. So that way we can really compare things. So in 1/4 mile, we said it was about roughly 47 that I could hold, or 46. Whatever I said previously, you already know. Well, it's about 2-3 miles higher than my previous statement. So I'm gonna call that a win. You know, I am calling that a win. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna just get the Atlantis back up on the stand, and you know what? No, take this sucker down because I don't have no parts to work on it right now. I'm probably gonna be riding the rest of the day. Not trying to break any land speed records, you know, just cruising. But all right, guys, hey, thanks for watching this video. If you made it to this point, man, I really appreciate you. You know, you guys that watch the videos from the beginning to the end, you're really helping me out. So please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And you're going to see more of this Derby, man. We're going to build this sucker up, you know. Scooter Rehab is not a performance channel. You know, I'm more like aesthetics. I make to make them look nice, run good, flip them, you know. But hey, this Derby, I'm going all the way out. So stay tuned, and when the next parts come in, I'll tap you guys right back into the Derby. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.